Hey farm fam, I'm over here just relaxing right now with my blanket. It's a little chilly today and I'm just in the process of editing the video from the other day where we got all of our new khaki Campbell ducks and when we discussed some upcoming changes basically. And I just wanted to go ahead and pop in this little warning of the video. It's mainly a video of me just talking because I didn't realize that the day was going to go sour and that a lot of things were going to happen. And so I just wanted to put in this warning. It might be a tough video. I didn't show anything of what happened, but I just wanted to forewarn everyone that it does talk about some hard things here on the farm. And also that it's just a talking video and it doesn't really have a whole lot going on because I wanted to explain what we had going on. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy this video. It's definitely not like any of the other ones, but I wanted to be honest with everyone. Hello. I wanted to be honest with everyone and show the sides of farm life that aren't always pretty and that aren't always fun and that can be very difficult to deal with. And so that's the only reason why I'm still going to put this video up. And yeah, so I hope you guys not necessarily enjoy the topic, but just that you enjoy seeing all the different sides of farm life. Okay, let's get into it. So we have a little bit of a situation and I'm having a really hard time with it. So the big girls are not girls. Pretty certain they're not girls. They all sound the same. They all have the same raspy quack that the males have. What in the world? Not only that, but they also all have the male tail feather.
Boo.
So it just took a lot longer for us to tell because Piglet, he has had his male tail curl feather since he was probably 8 weeks old or something, really young. Sorry, had to come over to the shed. So Piglet has had his male curled tail feather since he was probably about 8 weeks old. So we thought, oh, okay, you know, this is our only male, we're fine, you know, 3-to-1 ratio is not that bad, it's not that good, but it's not the best, but it's not that bad. I forgot what I said, I don't know, I'm so flustered. Then, you know, months have gone by since he got his tail feather, and now all of a sudden all the big girls just recently molted and now they all have the tail feather. So we're like, okay, like, is this some kind of fluke thing or what's going on? So we picked them all up and tried to voice test them, which the girls will quack really loudly. If you ever hear a duck quack, it's a girl. And boys, they have a raspy voice. So their voice is more of like a like low raspy. But they ended up all having the same low raspy voice, and that mixed with the fact that they all have the tail feather, we determined that they're all boys. So then comes the issue of how do we choose? Do we call all of them, or Do we choose one to keep just in case in the future we might want to have baby pekin ducklings? How do we choose? So we're in the process of having to choose if we will be culling them all or if we will be keeping one, and how do we choose? The one that we keep, I don't know, but that's what we're having to deal with right now. Then on top of that decision, we found some hens. So this is all like relatively in the same time frame. We've been questioning about the pekin girls for a while now, but even more so since we put the babies outside, and we just started noticing, like, you know, things are weird. The babies, one of them already has a louder quack, and now, you know, she is still young, so that could change. I don't think it will. I think that pretty much means she's going to be a girl. She is a girl, not going to be a girl. She's either a girl or a guy. But I think that pretty much determines that she's a girl. But, you know, we will wait and see. So, with that being said, it just made us really look at our big girls and wonder why are they not loud, and now all of a sudden they have the tail. So there's that. We're dealing with that. And now we found some khaki Campbells, which initially we kind of thought, okay, we'll be raising them since they were ducklings. That was probably our goal, because we wanted to be able to see how they were raised the entire lifespan. We wanted to be able to see, you know, what they're fed, how they live, their living environment, their personalities, make sure that they're tame and calm and friendly, you know. But after this whole situation with our big girls, I just don't think that that is what we're going to continue to do. I just don't think that I can do that again. Now, here's the thing, is that I understand that that is farm life. I do. I understand that. Okay. I think that's a horsefly, and those things bite really, really bad. There's like a big horsefly or something back there, so be careful. It's a what?
It flew out.
Oh, it flew out. Anyways, right now he's in the process of cleaning out the back of the SUV so that we can go get these khaki Campbells. So what I was explaining is that I just don't think that having them as babies is for us. We might change our mind on that in the future, I don't know, but I understand that farm life is like this, and I always knew that we were going to have ducks for eggs and we were going to have meat ducks. I always understood that. It's just our first original girls that we got, or our first ducklings I should say that we got, I just never had it in my mind that they were going to be our meat ducks. I just kind of always was hoping that they would be for our eggs and I wouldn't have to get rid of them, and so I went ahead and named them. I thought they were going to be my pets because they were my first ducks, you know. So I named them, and I hold them close to my heart, and so I just didn't think that this would be a scenario I would have to deal with. I didn't think I would have to make a decision of getting rid of them, or, you know, having them for dinner. So I don't know if we'll be doing that again. And we found some khaki Campbells. There are some girls and some boys, but I think that the ratio will end up being good because we do have the 2 khaki Campbell girls already. So I think with how many we're getting and how many boys there are in that scenario, or in how many boys there are in the group of what we're getting, I think will be a good ratio, but we will see. And so we're gonna let you guys know when we go and pick these ducks up. And they are older, and they should supposedly already be sexed as mostly females, so we won't have to have this situation again. And in the future, when we do get ducks, if we get them as ducklings, or when we get them, if we do get males, even some females, I just need to be able to wrap my mind around the fact that they are going to be our meat ducks and not my ducks. So with the babies, I haven't named them. They're not babies, they're almost grown up by now, but I haven't named them because I already knew, okay, hey, these might be meat ducks, let me not get attached to them. So that's what I need to do, is I need to know, like, hey, we're keeping these, hey, these might be meat ducks. If they end up not being meat ducks, cool, awesome, but they might be. So, and that's the situation right now. I got too attached, and now it's very hard for me. I don't know how to make it. I don't know how I'm gonna make this decision. So we're gonna take you on this journey to go get some new khaki Campbells, and we'll let you know what we decide about our other big girls. I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible. Something happened during travel. I'm not sure what. I don't know if these ducks were already sick, and unfortunately we lost 2 when we took them out of the carriers. When we got home, 2 of them had passed, and there are a couple more that aren't looking so good, and maybe it was because of the heat, or, you know, I don't know, there could be many factors. So I'm not just gonna go ahead and play the blame game, because that could be very much just as much our fault. But I will say that they don't look healthy, and again, that could just be because of everything that has transpired today. But comparing them to our khaki Campbells, something doesn't look right. I don't know if they have sour crop. Honestly, that's kind of what it looks like, and they're very lethargic. So I don't know. I will only be able to tell as time goes on. I've got 2 specifically that might pass overnight, unfortunately, and David is taking that kind of hard. He was very upset when we opened the carriers and 2 had passed. So it has been a very hectic day, and we are both very upset. I'm not sure what to do. We're just giving them water right now. We're withholding food simply because that's what I looked up online that you can possibly do to help with sour crop. I really don't know. We've never dealt with this before. I don't even know if that is what's wrong, or if it's just because of everything. I really don't know. Hopefully I'll have some more information in the coming days. I was going to show you us putting them in there and letting them see their new environment, but things have just not gone the way that we thought that they would. And I probably look a mess right now, but it has been a day. It has been a hard day, a difficult day. David is burying the 2 girls right now. I don't know. I just don't know. Hopefully they will all survive the night, and we'll be able to do more for them tomorrow. But like I said, we just won't know. And we will update you guys in the coming days. Sorry, this is a sad one, and you know, I'll probably put a trigger warning at the beginning because this is not for everybody. I'm not showing anything, but still just discussing it. It's not for everybody. It's not for me, but what am I gonna do? So just wanted to go ahead and close out this video. I wanted to finish off with a little bit of details, not about the day. That was too difficult. No need to go into all of that. But being that it's been a few days later, I feel like I should finish by saying some things that we forgot to mention or didn't mention just because of the hecticness of the day. But 2 more of the girls ended up passing overnight, the 2 that weren't looking well. There was a 3rd one, a male, who also wasn't doing well, but we brought them in and put them in our bathtub overnight, and we sat with them for a few hours. We were giving them water, trying to calm them down, and just kind of leaving them alone and coming back to check on them and leaving them alone. And the male ended up surviving, and unfortunately the 2 females passed. So altogether 4 of the females that we got had passed. There were 10 ducks altogether that we were supposed to be getting, and 4 hens passed. There was only supposed to be 1 male, I believe. She wasn't sure there was possibly another male, so there were supposed to be 2. There ended up being 3 males, and we definitely could not handle that. So we kept the male that was ill. We just took a chance on him and wanted to make sure that he was doing well. And the other 2 males we ended up culling. And we did make a decision on our big girls that were not our girls. We kept Sunshine, who was our distinctive duck who had a paler beak, and we ended up keeping him because he was always noticeable from his beak, and he got his name at a very young age. And he just has he used to have a very mean demeanor, but over time he developed a calm demeanor. He was very kind of timid almost. Didn't give the other ducks a hard time when we would introduce new ducks, which he used to. So we did make a decision on that, and we kept the sicker, I guess, Khaki Campbell male, but he's doing a lot better now. He's reintegrated with the flock, and him and Sunshine had a little bit of a hard time in the beginning, I think just because it was a new male, and we had taken away Sunshine's friends or family members. So it was just a lot going on in all of one span time frame. But he is out there and integrated back with them and doing a lot better. And so altogether now, with the 3 babies, we have 12 ducks. And our next video we're going to be posting will be about the culling and harvesting process, which is not going to be an easy video. And so I'm going to put a warning here, and I'm going to put a warning in the beginning of the next video, because that is not something that everyone wants to see. But if you feel compelled and you feel like you would like the education and just the knowledge and just to see how that works on the farm, then please watch that video as well. And I'm sorry that this one wasn't very interesting, just a lot of talking, but it had to be said because these things happen on the farm, and it's the circle of life, and sometimes that's how things go. No matter how hard or unexpected it is, it happens. And so we just wanted to give you that view and that representation of that farm life is not always easy. It's not always fun. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.